All right, Kenny Smith, Total Force Holdings. We're going to continue our caliber war, particularly the Soviet pistol variety of it. Today we're going to talk about where it replaced the 7.62x25 TOC, and that's the 9x18 Makarov. The 9x18 Makarov come about because while the 7.62x25 is still today a cartridge you really don't want to be on the wrong end of, because like I said, it is hot and it will penetrate considerably more than a lot of its peers. A problem is it requires a lock breech. It's very high pressure, and that obviously requires quite a bit more manufacturing. So the Russians wanted, or the Soviets I should say, wanted something that had considerably less bolt thrust, meaning straight back force from the cartridge case on the breech face. That did not require a lock breech, something that will work in like direct blowback. So they took the German 9x18 cartridge case. So what you got is this is more powerful than a 380, but it doesn't require a locked breech like a 9mm. Not all 9mm are going to have a locked breech, but the ones that don't have a very, very heavy bolt or slide to make up for that. So it's considerably less pressure in 9mm, but considerably more potent than the 380. The Russians took that, all right, as like an exemplar and kind of worked from there. Now, the unique thing about the 9mm Makarov is it's actually not 9mm. It's 9.27mm. So it's going to run a .365 bullet instead of .355 out of the 9x19s that we're used to now. The Makarov PM was adopted in 1951, and it's been in use by the Russians ever since. They've been trying to replace them for a while, but if you look at some of the stuff coming about from Ukraine, you still see quite a few 9x18 Makarovs out there. And then there was a machine pistol developed for it, the APS Stechkin, which is actually a pretty slick little gun. Do I think it's very useful in freaking full auto? No, but I do think that it does have some merit in semi-auto because it's not a big gun. It's got a 20-round magazine. So typically what you're going to look at, and this is ballistically quite close to a 380, you're going to look at about a 95 grain bullet somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 feet per second. All right. So you're looking at, it's right there in between a 9x19 and the 380. The Russians do have some higher pressure, higher velocity cartridges for it, and some of their bullet designs for that get really weird. It's like semi-jacket exposed steel core, I think is what it is. It's meant to pierce body armor. And some of those could get a little bit hotter as far as pressure. Like their 7N25, it's a 116 grain bullet at 1,600 feet per second, a 9x18 case. That's definitely not something you want to be on the wrong end of, and it is designed to pierce body armor. So the 9x18 Mac, definitely one to know.